do you make an exciting game of football even more exciting? Simple. Make your outfield player a goalkeeper. We all know that John Terry was quite a decisive centre-back for Chelsea, but he also proved to be quite the team player. Back in 2006, during a league game, Carlo Cudicini sustained an injury that forced him off the pitch. With Hilario, a third-choice keeper, not available, Terry volunteered to stand in goal. Fortunately, he didn't have to do much except for booting the ball further on the pitch. Not too shabby. Oozing with class, Rio Ferdinand was one heck of a defender. But did you know that he was also forced to stand between the sticks once? It happened during an FA Cup game against Portsmouth. Edwin van der Sar was replaced at half-time, and in the second half, his replacement, Tomasz Kuszczak, was sent off for hacking down Milan Baros. With no options and Sir Alex having used all his subs, Ferdinand decided to wear the gloves. His first task was to stop Sully Montari from the spot. He did dive the right way, but Montari's penalty was as powerful as you can imagine. That goal ended United's run in the FA Cup, while Portsmouth went all the way. We all know that Harry Kane is the sort of player who's made it his business to strike fear into the hearts of every goalkeeper he faces, but on this occasion, the role was reversed. During a Europa League game against Asteras, Kane stood in goal after Hugo Lloris was given a red card. Before wearing the gloves, Kane had already scored a hat-trick. But as a keeper, let's just say that it was quite a hilarious one. There was a simple shot that was as tame as a lion in a circus. Somehow, Kane spilled the ball into the back of the net. That's why strikers don't make good keepers. Giroud's entire career has been built on proving people wrong, and the France international showcased himself to be quite a good keeper during Milan's win over Genoa. The former Chelsea man was asked to wear the gloves after Mike Mignon was sent off, and Giroud was called straight into action, making quite a wonderful save that helped his team earn 3 points. His performance as a custodian was so good that Giroud was even named in the Serie A Team of the Week. The strangest of things happen at the African Cup of Nations, and this time was no different when Serge Aurier was forced to wear gloves after his Ivorian teammate was injured because of the pitch. That injury resulted in Sierra Leone making it 2-2. Fortunately, there wasn't much time left on the clock, and Aurier didn't have to do much except try and act like a goalkeeper. Fun fact: Brighton have never conceded a goal when Lewis Dunk is in the net for them. This happened after Robert Sanchez received his marching orders for fouling Callum Wilson. Dunk donned the gloves, looked very good doing that, and made sure that the 5 minutes of injury time were as eventful as your birthday party where no one showed up. Manchester City's Champions League outing against Atalanta was entertaining to watch. Claudio Bravo was sent off after he chopped down Josip Ilicic. Pep Guardiola was left scratching his head since he had no keeper on the bench. But Kyle Walker, being the stand-up guy he is, took the initiative. He got up from the bench and took on the gloves. He even made a very good save to ensure that City left Italy with a point. Not bad for a fullback. We all know that Dani Alves has a very impressive CV, and he can add being a goalie to that list. During his time at PSG, the Brazilian was forced to become his team's goalkeeper in a game against Sochaux. This happened when Kevin Trapp was sent off for a foul that he could have avoided. Although Alves was given just 30 seconds to prove his credentials between the sticks, the Brazilian was not forced to make a brilliant save, but he looked so out of place as a goalkeeper. In the final game of the season against Lorient, Carlo Ancelotti handed Alphonse Areola his debut, who replaced Salvatore Sirigu. With 30 minutes left, Areola was replaced by Ronan Lecrom. Unfortunately, Lecrom was given a red card because you're not supposed to foul a player like he did. Anyway, Madu Sako went in goal to save the penalty, and as you can see, there's a reason why Sako was never meant to be a goalkeeper. His teammates saw the funny side of it, and even the scorer Arnaud Lalande came back to meet Sako and celebrated the goal with him. While Rodrigo Palacio is more known for his goal-scoring exploits, he had the chance to play in goal once. It happened in Inter's 2-0 win over Hellas Verona in the Coppa Italia. With Luca Castellanzi forced off injured, Palacio took the initiative for the remaining 15 minutes of the game. During that time, he even made a very good save, unlike Harry Kane. During a Turkey Super League match, Felipe Melo was thrown in the deep end for Galatasaray, following Fernando Muslera's red card in the 89th minute. The Brazilian was given the gloves in a very high-pressure situation. His first order as a goalkeeper was to save a penalty kick. As a deeply worried Galatasaray crowd watched, Melo did something that you wouldn't expect from someone in his position. He dove to his right and made a save that would make any keeper proud. His heroic moment was so unforgettable that EA Sports decided to give him a 64 rated in-form goalkeeper card on the FIFA Ultimate Team. Now that's how you stay relevant. Savage was quite some midfielder back in the day. But did you know that he also played in goal once? It happened many years ago when he was playing in the Championship for Derby County. The Welshman had to wear the gloves after Saul Deeney was given a red card on his club debut. This happened in the 41st minute, so the Rams were definitely up against it. However, Savage was eager to impress, and the Welshman made a string of fine saves before his resistance came to an end as expected. John O'Shea was a man of many talents under Sir Alex Ferguson, having played in every position on the pitch. In one of those instances, O'Shea donned the gloves when Van der Sar was forced off injured in a game against Tottenham. As he was getting ready for his goalkeeping debut, Ryan Giggs and Wayne Rooney were laughing their butts off from the bench. However, O'Shea was laser-focused. Turns out that the Republic of Ireland international was a pretty good shot stopper. His handling and awareness were on point. During the post-match interview, O'Shea even joked about how he deserved Van der Sar's clean sheet bonus. Makes sense though. Fun fact: during his time at Sheffield United, Phil Jagielka was often used as an auxiliary goalkeeper because Nigel Warnock loved to stack up his bench with strikers. Warnock hoped that Jagielka would be able to hold his own in goal, and many times it worked out. The former England international was very good in a win over Millwall, but atrocious in the defeat to Plymouth. However, it was against Arsenal in December 2006 when we saw how good Jagielka was as a goalkeeper. Sheffield were already leading the tie when in the second half, Paddy Kenny sustained an injury that forced him off. Jagielka got in goal and gave us a masterclass on how to be a goalkeeper by coming off his line to punch a way across and denying Robin van Persie. Turns out that those sessions with keepers do seem to work. During the 50s, there were no substitutions. While playing for Santos, Lala del Santos was forced off injured, and Pelé took his teammates' gloves. When Santos used to go on world tours, Pelé was specifically asked by sponsors to play in goal for their opponents in the second half, and the Brazilian forward loved doing that. According to Lala, Pelé was actually a very good goalkeeper, and if he wanted to, he would have been Brazil's #1 as well. A true superstar, with the ball either at his feet or in his hands. So guys, these were some of the instances when outfield players played as goalkeepers. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you leave, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons, turn on your notifications, and watch this next video. Till next time.